Trinity #8, Cullen Bunn writing, and Emanuela Lupacchino on the art. Connor, you didn't read this?
I thought maybe I should because there's a big giant Mr. Oz on the front. And it's like, this looks like it might be important.
Lupacchino is quickly becoming one of my favorite artists because that's the best part for me of this issue.
I do want to flick through it at least because I do like Lupacchino.
The art is good, except a couple of moments. It's not necessarily the art that's bad, it's what this. It may be the writer who said, right, I want Batman to do this. There's a moment where Batman's saying, oh, the world's really, you can reach out and touch it, and he's got his arms out, and I thought it looked really weird. It was just this really weird panel of, it just felt very out of character for Batman to be doing it this way.
And we all know my bias with Batman, but I think that Bunn writes him more of a jerk and less caring than even I would, cast.
Kind of. Do you know what this reminded me of? Do you remember that issue of Justice League where I think me and Connor were still reading it, or maybe it was me and you that still read it at that point, and we liked the idea of the issue where they were all trapped underground and they were talking about Superman revealed.
That was me and you, yeah.
Yeah, Superman revealed about the Tower of Babel stuff and whatever. I like the idea of this issue. I like the idea that this is the first time that Batman and Wonder Woman are hearing from Superman that someone's altered reality. Something might be going on. That's essentially what this issue is. It's Superman explaining this, and that something might be out there. Something might have completely rewritten the world. And it plays out as Superman's recounting this dream he had the night before, where he's having like weird memories of all the different realities, and he's fighting New 52 Superman, and then there's a big splash page towards the end where tons of Supermen, Batman, and Wonder Woman,
that was cool.
Yeah, all the different past versions of them all running at them, and it was cool. But most of the fight just kind of felt like this is just killing time while he talks to them. But I like that idea, and I like the idea that you have this an entire issue about the conversation with the Trinity, the three heads, and because the best part of the conversation is towards the end where Batman's like, right, okay, I believe that something's going on, but we do not tell the rest of the Justice League until we know exactly until we've looked into it more. And Wonder Woman argues, and she's like, no, we should be honest, we should be open, but Superman gets what he means, and she's fighting it, and then she realises that they're already starting to argue about telling them, and she's like, well, you're right, Batman, we probably should keep this, because it's going to cause conflict, like, almost immediately.
I mean, it is crisis level. Like, you could see them having this conversation about every thing. I mean, this is how Infinite Crisis kind of started, right? Was them having a disagreement, how to handle it.
I'm not sure I really like her backing down, especially when truth is kind of her big thing.
Well, she brings that up. She talks about how her past has kind of been lied about, and she's going through this as well. She does mention that.
But again, it's not just the truth. We don't need to whip everybody up into a frenzy that what you think that you know and have gone through isn't exactly what you know and have gone through.
I think the point I'm getting at, though, I like the idea behind the issue, and I like what it's trying to do. It's just the writing is really clunky, and it makes for some of these weird moments where I think if you just rewrote Batman and Wonder Woman's dialogue a little bit, it would have been a really interesting issue about the three of them discussing the possibility that the entirety of the universe is messed up and we might have to fight something as a result.
Yeah,
I kind of felt that last issue where, there's ideas there that I like, but Bunn's just not up to standard in terms of dialogue. I think it's where
I thought the last one was better written than this one.
Oh, Christ.
That's the thing I think with Bunn is I do like his voice for Superman here, and I like what he has Superman do, because even though our Superman and New 52 Superman are fighting, when they throw each other into the Metropolis globe of the Daily Planet, they stop to save everybody.
Yeah.
So they're having this fight, and
because
they're both Superman.
Yeah, the whole thing in the fight though is they don't really know why they're fighting. But they keep doing it. Because, I mean, it's okay 'cause it's a dream, but the whole idea is it's analysing what's going on, and the idea that the different worlds are at odds with each other. So I like a lot of the ideas that it's playing with. It's just, it was a bit clunky, and some of the decisions they make sense, but they don't necessarily justify it with the dialogue, but I understand it.
The dialogue's poorly written.
Dialogue's the worst part of the issue, absolutely.
Yeah.
So there you go. So
Mr. Oz shows up at the end, and that's it. He's on one panel.
Yeah, he's watching them have this conversation about dealing with him, because Superman brings them up and tells them about him. So there's been this hooded figure. So the key things to take out of this issue that are important for the ongoing story is that Batman and Wonder Woman now have heard about Oz. Don't necessarily know his name, but they know about him, and they know that reality might have been altered. Of course, Batman's already hearing some of this from Barry as well, so he's getting it on both sides. He's got all the knowledge right now. He's at the forefront of it all, but that's the key things to take away from this. And Oz knows about this. He's watching this conversation play out. That's the important part to take away from it.
Mm-hmm.